Kanchana Kala Bhojana Parasau Kanchana Kala Bhojana Parasau Mera Dil Bar Me Arasau Aap Hari Parashara Roge Aap Hari Parashara Roge Panka Pavana Dulavana Panka Pavana Dulavana Ram Ka Sandesho Moye Lagere Suavana Sataguru Sandesho Moye Lagere Suavana Lagere Suavana Mere Sataguru Deva Bhavana Lagere Suavana Mere Sataguru Deva Bhavana Ram Ka Sandesho Moye Lagere Suavana Sataguru Sandesho Moye Lagere Suavana Paradharma Purushottama Swami Paradharma Purushottama Swami Shri Deva Puri Ji Antarayami Shri Swami Deepaka He Avasajano Shri Swami Deepaka He Avasajano Hirmila Mangala Gavana Hirmila Mangala Gavana Ram Ka Sandesho Moye Lagere Suavana Sataguru Sandesho Moye Lagere Suavana Lagere Suavana Mere Sataguru Deva Bhavana Lagere Suavana Mere Sataguru Deva Bhavana Ram Ka Sandesho Moye Lagere Suavana Sataguru Sandesho Moye Lagere Suavana Shri Narayan Bhagwan Ki Jai Shri Vishwara Mahadeva Ki Jai
सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः मन्नाथ श्रीजगन्नाथ मद्गुरु श्रीजगद्गुरो ममात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. Salutations to the Cosmic Self. No. Okay. Salutations to Srila Purji Satapit Parampara. My Dandavat Pranam to our beloved Gurudev, His Holiness Vishwaguru Mahamudra Shri Puri Ji. Om Namo Narayan to all the sannyasis. Hari Om, and good evening to all of you who are present here and for those who are watching through Swamiji TV. Sorry I was a bit late because as I told last week some medical something, so was dealing with that. All good, don't worry. Dharma. Dharma is something which we all have and which we all fulfill in our day-to-day life. But we have our personal dharmas to follow. We have duties in our livelihood, in normal days, which we follow. So we take many aspects of life as dharma. But sometimes it's easy to get diverted from our dharma. As we were talking yesterday, dharma and adharma, there are two aspects. The path which is right, the path which is true, or the path which is not true or not good to do. Kusanga, satsanga, dharma, adharma, all of these are the similar paths. If we are in satsanga, if we are not cheating, if we are not lying, then we are doing our dharma. Then we are following dharma actually. If we are lying, we are cheating, we are doing other things, then that is going to adharma. It's same like chariot without the wheels. It won't ride. Cars without wheels, chariot without wheels won't drive. So that is adharma. That is dharma. Without, we have a car, we have a chariot, we don't have wheels. Then it's not there. Or a lamp without oil. There are many examples which we can go through, but the main point is that we follow our dharma, we follow our true dharma. We all have personal dharmas, but we all see that the neighbor's dharma is better, or what he is doing is better. We are getting less, he is getting more. As soon as we get those thoughts of jealousy, of ego, then those aspects pull us down from following our dharma. And even in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna said, Dharmo rakshati rakshataha. Who protects the dharma, who will protect the dharma, protects himself. And same for Krishna and Arjuna. In the battlefield of Kurukshetra, yesterday we had two stories of Kurukshetra, of Mahabharata. So when there was the battle of Mahabharata, Kurukshetra was the place where Mahabharata battle happened. So in Kurukshetra, when Arjuna was on the chariot, he was stuck in that dilemma, what is his dharma or what is not dharma. On one hand, he was fighting against his relatives, against his family. On the other hand, Yudhishthira was Dharmaraj, the protector of dharma, the eldest brother. So on one hand, is he protecting the dharma by killing the Kauravas, or is it adharma by killing the Kauravas? Because they're family. So he was stuck in his head a bit. But then Lord Krishna says, to protect dharma, you need to remove the Kauravas because they are doing adharma. And even Lord Krishna said that Lord Vishnu said that every time when adharma raises too much, when there is too much evil in this world, then he incarnates in this world. Already 23 avatars are done. The last one, when adharma will be on the super high level in the end of Kali Yuga, then he will be reborn again as Kalki Avatar. Then he will again destroy all the dharma and then bring dharma back. And then after which pralaya will happen. So nothing is permanent. Even this world is not permanent. We are not permanent. Thoughts are not permanent. This whole seminar we stretched by how things are not permanent. We are born, we die. Thoughts come like a storm. The rain will come, but the clouds will pass away. Same are thoughts, same is life, same is this world. After the 4 yugas, Satyug, Dwapar Treta Yug and Kali Yug, which we are in, which as I said last week, it's just a baby. Approximately 5,200 years have passed only. And this is just the beginning. We still have many years to go. And it is said till the end of Kali Yuga. Anyone remembers what we said about Kali Yuga last week? Yes. What is it? Oh, best. Dharam Devi is talking about Dharma. I love it. At the end of the Kali Yuga, the people will be so small, we all will be midgets, and the whole city will be able to have shelter under one tree. That's how small the people are going to be. the girl who is 9 years old will be a grandmother already. So basically the lifespan is approximately 10 years. Cannibalism will be normal because we all human beings will be eating each other. There will be no more dharma left. There will be killing, chopping, stealing, cheating. Everything that you can think of is going to happen. So we are very blessed and very happy to be born in this era, which may seem like not the best time because of wars and because of this or because of that. But if we read the Shastras, then we will know that this is still a very good time to exist. And it's very rare that great Sadgurus like Gurudev are incarnated to help us all and to hopefully liberate us all and give us mukti, give us freedom from this cycle of death and birth. Because after what will happen is you can't even imagine. But it's all in our mind. We are the people who are making it. The humans, the God created us. Then what? What did we do with it? It's up to us. It again cycles back to Khud ki kripa. 4 kripas, again, let's do it again. Why not? How many of you remember it? Okay, few people. Huh? So, first kripa, Deva kripa. You may remember or write it down because we have many years till I will have seminars and I will be asking it many times. Yes. So first the kripa is Deva kripa. Deva kripa means the kripa or the blessings of the God and goddesses. We may ask why? Because if we are born in this human life, in this human body, we have 8.4 million creatures. After passing all the snakes, cats, dogs, insects, spiders, mosquitoes, frogs, fish, birds, every single species after we cross them, I don't know the name of 8.4 million of them, sorry. So after we cross all 8.4 million of them, finally we get the human life. Then when we get the human life, then we think, okay, finally we get human life. Very simple, all sorted, done. Nah. Then it depends in our human life, what are we doing with it? Kusanga, satsanga, vegetarian, non-vegetarian, dharma, adharma. What are we doing with the human life? If we're going to spend it every single day being drunk in a pub, doing absolutely nothing, being lazy, sleeping, no chanting, no any type of spiritual activities, killing animals, then we will be born again either in one of those species, or if we manage to accumulate somewhat of good karma, then again a human life. So it still depends. If we are, as Gurudev said, you cut one chicken, next life you become a chicken. So let's say, for example, finally we dissolved all the karmic aspects, the bad karmas which we did before, and then finally we are on the path of dharma, but still not completely devoted and there's still bits and parts missing, then we are reborn into the same human life, living the same things and trying to fulfill it in the next life. If somehow we get the kripa of Gurudev, finally we get some senses, some viveka, and we do something good again. It is said that there's one saint in India. He is living, I know him. He says that it is his 13th life doing puja of Mahadev. This Shravan month, good topic. Tomorrow morning, as you all know, we have Abhishek at 4:30 in the morning. So I hope to see all of you, except the ones on Anushthan, because Niranjan requested that if you come and wake up early for the Abhishek, then you will fall asleep in the Anushthan. But rest of you, please, most welcome to come and join me in the Abhishek, and even the ones who are in the Roman Bednar's class. You will also be here, and we will have meditation here after the Abhishek, and then you are free. But Abhishek, we would talk, that's how I came to that. Shiva Abhishek we are doing here every Monday. But that saint who I know, he does on the Shravan month, like daily Abhisheks he does anyhow. But in the month of Shravan, in the month of Lord Shiva, he sits 23 hours out of 24 hours. Sits in cross-leg position, does Abhishek 21 times throughout 23 hours. Then 1 hour he has to get up, which he can't because it's completely jammed, so people somehow manage to lift him up. He goes to the Ganges, takes a dip, comes back, changes, and sits again. 23 hours of mauna, 1 hour of somewhat speaking, changing, showering, meeting whoever he wants. Haridwar, Kailash Anandji. So he says that it will take him approximately 100 lives of doing that puja to finally get liberated. But for us, we don't need 100 lives, we need 1 life, because we believe in Guru Kripa, and we have Guru Kripa, and we have that great master. That's why if we do Shiva Abhishek, very good. If we do Hanumanji's puja, very good. If we do any type of puja, very good. That is doing many things. But the most important, for every god even had a guru. And when we have a guru, then all these things are good substitutes to energize us to get the level of good karmas and punya, good deeds up. But most important is to have Guru Kripa, because without that, life is incomplete. Coming back to first Kripa. Getting born in a human life, Deva Kripa. Gurudev always said, when I was young, "Yah manushya jeevan bada anmol hai, ise vyarth nahi gawana chahiye." This human life is very precious. Do not waste it. How do we waste it? Kusanga. Obviously, we all have that much viveka, and we manage to distinguish between kusanga and satsanga. And we decided to come on our weekend here for satsang instead of being in a pub and drinking, which will give us temporary happiness, where we'll be happy, jolly, drunk, out of our mind for a span of few hours, until in the morning you have a bad hangover, and then you will go to work. That's one option. Or second option is we come to satsanga, we listen to bhajans, even that vibration of bhajans, that sound of bhajans which goes into our ears, changes how the pattern. I think there was some test I was seeing somewhere they did with the chant of Om, how the crystals formed into ice block or something. I was watching that somewhere. So that is the power of mantras, that is the power of the vibrations which come from the mantras. Even if we don't know how to sing the mantras, even if we don't know how to do any type of pujas, just by listening the mantras, that energy changes. That is why when we step into the ashram, or that is why when we step into some temple or any spiritual place, even your homes where it's spiritual, you can see the difference, or you can actually feel the difference between your workspace where you're working. Because that vibration completely just changes. You feel so tired, heavy at work, you come home, yes, you're tired from the work aspect, but still we feel that energy of our own sadhana. When you're at your own home, you're doing your own sadhana, that changes the vibration of the space. And the ashram is consecrated by Gurudev with the energy of Gurudev and all of us. This all energy is put into one space, and that space becomes divine then. Not only the pujas which is done to consecrate the land, but also the energies which is put into that space throughout the years. Gurudev's energy which he has done so many years. That's why we call this Trilki or Europe as his taposthali. Taposthali, tapa means where he did tapasya. Sthali means the place. So why do I call it his Taposthali? Because majority of his life he spent here in Europe, he spent in the West. And when great saints like Gurudev incarnate, they have options. One is their own mukti, which probably they were already Jivan Mukt, they were already free, they were already liberated. But still, they got a choice if they want to get reincarnated to help other people to become. It would be much easier if he would just stay in peace and be where he was, but no. He decided to come back into this Maya Loka, in this Mrityu Loka. Why? Not for himself, for us all. Then even when these great saints are incarnated, then they again have options. Be in a cave, do absolutely nothing. There are many great Mahapurushas. There's one, Kalraj Guruji, he lives in the Himalayas. He came down, I think, 3 years back, around COVID, he came once down to Rishikesh or Haridwar or somewhere. He is 700 years, 600 years, and people have seen him, but very rarely. So they are great saints who still live in the Himalayas, who have this great lifespan. So if Gurudev wanted, he could peacefully just sit there in the caves, no one would know about him, nothing. But no. He was incarnated for dharma. His dharma is to liberate all of us, to fulfill the ultimate goal of us. And we are agyani manus. We are people who do not have jnana. We might have the knowledge from the books, from the scriptures, but not that inner knowledge which we all are craving for, which we all need. And for that, these great saints incarnate to this world to help us move. It's like a boat in a vast sea. That knowledge is a vast sea. But when the boat is there to help us, that sea is full of waves. Life is full of waves. But there's a boat which is helping us to cross that wild sea. And that boat is there. But then we go to the fourth kripa, which will come later, second kripa. That's lovely. I start with one topic and then I end up somewhere else and then I remember and come back. I was always impressed how Gurudev used to manage to jump from many topics back. Now I see. Okay. That's Guru Kripa, they flow through me, so it functions somehow. So, second Kripa is Shastra Kripa. Shastra Kripa is the Kripa or the blessings of the Shastras, of the scriptures. Now we may think that which scriptures? Don't worry, we have many. We talked about that I think a few days back. We had 4 Vedas, 18 Puranas, 108 Upanishads. Then we have Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita. Then we have endless other Mandukya Upanishads and all other Upanishads. Then we have the scriptures from our Parampara, Lila Amrit, Hidden Powers. We have Yoga and Daily Life book. We have many other books which Gurudev wrote. So all the scriptures are books. If we read books, but how do we read books? We needed to be taught how to read and write. Either our parents taught us, or at school, at kindergarten we learned. That was also Guru. Guru can be many ways. Teachers, Guru. Parents, Guru. Elders, Guru. Youngsters, Guru. Friends, brother, sister. Anyone who gives us any type of knowledge is a Guru in one way. Because we think that we know something, but then suddenly someone tells us something and it's something new which we didn't know. So it doesn't matter from where we can gain any type of knowledge, we should. Because every knowledge which is going into us is going to be useful somewhere here and there. So to read those scriptures, we needed a Guru first of all. But even when we have those scriptures and we know how to read and write, still to understand the depth, to understand the true meaning, even our bhajans, even now, today for me, if I read some bhajans, they do not make sense to me. I need someone to actually explain me those bhajans. So that knowledge, it's such a vast knowledge which can't be just understood by reading it. We need someone to explain us. So that whichever knowledge, even without the explanation part, goes within us, that is the kripa of those scriptures. Then comes the third kripa, which is Guru kripa. Guru kripa hi kevalam shishya ke ananda mangalam. Guru kripa, which we all have, that kripa which is helping us in every aspect of our life, that kripa is always going to remain with us. But Holy Guruji said, fourth kripa is the most important, which is khud ki kripa, which means the kripa or the guidance of ourself. The Guru will show us the right path. He is that deepak, he is that light from who brings us from darkness to the light. He is that torch where we are in the dark room and he still shows the torch and we see the way. He will show us the way, he will point us the way. That boat is there in that ocean. But where does khud ki kripa come? That he doesn't need to pull our hands, or he will not pull our hands and force us into something when we don't want it. For example, when Gurudev, this example I think I already told, but okay. There was one high-ranking officer in India. We know him. He was in Nipal ashram at that time. I think Holy Guruji was also there. And Swamiji told, wait. He wanted to go. He said, I need to go. Swamiji said, wait. In his head, then immediately when someone says something to us that we don't want to do, immediately comes anger. Why? I want to go. It's my wish. I want to do this. I have work to do. Even though we know that that work or whatever we are planning to do can wait, and surely can. Because most of the time when we say we don't have time or we do have time, it's usually we make time. If we tell our partners, friends, whoever, there's no time, there is a way how to find time within anything. You can find time here, there, not today, then tomorrow, but sometime we will find time. So he said, I need to go. Swamiji said, wait. Second time, after half an hour, he said, I need to go. Swamiji said, wait. Third time, he said, I need to go. Swamiji said, okay. So the Guru can warn us, the Guru can show us, tell us, but then we need to do Guru Agya Avicharaniya, which means do not try to find the logic behind what Guru says. Do not try to figure out why he said it or why not. Because he is Trikaldarshi, not us. He is the one who sees the past, present and the future, not us. Once we become enlightened, then when we see it, then good. But still, even when we get enlightened, then what happens? Ego boosts up. Then again you are down, back where you were. So what is the sense of enlightenment when we are anyhow going to come down? So first we remove this all things, kama, krodha, mada, lobha, ahankar. Finally, when we remove all these bad qualities which are pulling us down, then finally some spiritual awakening can happen. Then when we feel something, some people have dreams, some people have visions, some people see the divine light, some people see Mahaprabhuji, some people see this, see that. Yes, we see everything, but then what do we do with that? Any guesses? We go to our friend, you know what happened tonight? This happened. You know, I'm so great, Yogi, that today I saw this or I saw that. One way is to say, okay, I had a vision, this, that, but one way is to brag about it. And when we are bragging about it, then what is there? Ego is there. These all things which are going to pull us down. So then we are back to nowhere. We do 100 steps of good things, one bad thing, we are back down to zero. So first step is to calm our thoughts, which we are discussing also, because thoughts are made by us. This is a problem if there is a lock. If there is a lock, there has to be a key. So if there's a problem, there has to be a solution of the problem. Right? So if there is a problem, then there's always a solution. But and even if the key is not with us, it will be somewhere. If we can't find it, we can make a duplicate key. If we can't make a duplicate key, then Guru comes and breaks that lock. No problem. There's always a solution. But our mind will make one problem into 10 problems, into 100 problems, into 1,000 problems. Then finally we will solve the first problem. But then still we have 99 or 9,999 left. So first we calm our thoughts. After finally we manage to, I wouldn't say give up, but not to tap into the thoughts. Even when we are meditating, doing our mala, sitting here in satsang, right now we are sitting here, somewhere there is going on, I have to go home today or tomorrow, somewhere there is going on, what will I do in 3 days? Some of you are already in Rijeka next week, some of you are somewhere else. Where is Swamiji, how is he? We all have different things, different waves. I think in one of the guest speakers last week or 2 weeks back, they were mentioning how many thoughts come into our mind in the period of few seconds or minutes or something. It was a lot. So instead of tapping into a certain thought, doesn't matter if it's good thought, doesn't matter if it's bad thought, doesn't matter if it's a scary thought, doesn't matter. We do not tap into any thought. Even if it's a good thought, we do not tap into it. We let the thoughts come and go. The sky is stable. The clouds will come, but those clouds will pass. Now the speed of the passing of the clouds is different. Sometimes it's going to be a strong wind and the clouds will go quickly. Sometimes it's going to be a slow wind, so the clouds will go slowly. But even when it's slowly passing, and even if it's a dark cloud which is going very slowly, even then, what does he want? Another one? Yeah. So even when the clouds are passing slowly, it is passing. So eventually, whatever comes will go. So those thoughts will pass, then new thoughts will come. But when we manage to somehow, through our peace of mind or by meditation or by Guru Kripa, or somehow manage to give up those thoughts and prosim, in some way we manage to somehow surrender those thoughts and say, I am okay as I am satisfied as I am content with what I have, because most of the time we are having everything that we need, everything that we have. But then one of these qualities comes in greed or jealousy. Even when we have enough, we will see someone else having this thing or having this thing and saying, no, I want this, or I want this, or I want this. It is in all of us. When I was a kid, always, he has a better this, he has a better that, he has a better this. It's always wanting more and more and more and more. Even with the food. Our tongue will say we want more and more and more, but stomach, body doesn't need that. It is enough to eat as much. But if we eat too much, then what comes? Pramad. What is pramad? Laziness. When laziness is there, then what comes? More eat. When laziness comes, then Niranjan comes in the Anushthan and says, we are sleeping, no sleeping, sit straight, eat less, this, that. That's why the 5 rules for students apply. Any one of you remember the 5 rules? Huh? No? Very good. Chalo, we do it again. Kaka cheshtha bhako dhyanam shvan nindra tathaiva cha alpahari graha tyagi vidyarthi pancha lakshanam. So the 5 rules or the 5 methods which are practical or good for the students, as we all are students in a certain way, we are all studying certain things here and there. The 5 things are kaka cheshtha, the determination of a crane, not the crane on the construction side, but the bird crane who stands on one leg in the pond, and his concentration level is straight towards the fish. He does not move, he does not do anything, he is just concentrating. Once the fish comes, grabs it, done. So that determination, that concentration should be for every student, that we are focused onto something which we are doing. Kaka cheshtha bhako dhyanam. Sorry, the first kaka cheshtha bhako dhyanam. First is the determination of the crow. How? Because the crow, many of us know that story, that there was a jug or a pot with a long neck. It had this much water, but the crow could not drink water because his neck was not deep enough. How determined he was to complete the mission, that he picked up one by one pebble, one stone, here and there, put it slowly, did not give up. He could fly a few kilometers somewhere else and find another pond to drink, but no. He put one rock, another rock, till the water level finally increased and came up to the surface for where he could actually drink some water. Bhako dhyanam, the concentration or the determination of the crow and the concentration of the crane. The third one is kaka cheshta bhako dhyanam shvanindra, the sleep of a dog. When the dog is asleep, except some of those which you have in your homes which are slightly over lazy, but in general the dogs are very aware of things. Anything you walk past them, they will wake up, they will jump up. So that's the quality of a dog. Normally, at least in India, the stray dogs are surely, if you pass by, they will be jumping up and barking and chasing you away. So the awareness of a dog, that when we are asleep, when a student is sleeping, even in class, the backbenchers, when we are sleeping, the teacher comes, we wake up suddenly. So the awareness of the dog. Kaka cheshta bhako dhyanam shvanindra tataivacha alpahari. Alpahari means to eat less. Oh, that's how we came to this topic, okay. Alpahari means to eat less. Why to eat less? Because of sleep, laziness, pramad. We want more and more, but our stomach needs less. If we eat too much, we will feel lazy. If we feel lazy, we cannot study. If we cannot study or work, life will not function. And last one is graha tyagi. In the olden times, we had Gurukul systems, and now we have boarding schools. So where we are away for a certain period of time from home. Why? Because the love of the mother, the love of the family is sometimes too strong and they spoil you. That's why when I was young, Swamiji always told all of you, you are spoiling him with chocolates, you are spoiling him with this, you are spoiling him with that. And finally he sent me to Haridwar where no one could spoil me. So that's why we are sent there, because the child might feel that it's torture, right? And you don't want to be there in the hostel, you don't want to wake up on time and do this and do that. You just want the mom to cook you breakfast and bring you on the bed in the morning, and some more care when you come back from school. Oh, how are you? How was your day? No. That is spoiling us. That's why Gurukul system was created, where we go in that zone where we do not have this all things surrounding us, where we are graha tyagi, but then when there is a vacation, we come back home. So these are the 5 aspects or the 5 rules for every student to follow, and that applies for all of us. Then after the 3rd kripa was fourth kripa, Khud ki kripa. So we need to listen to ourselves. We need to follow. We have to make the initiative to do something. If we don't make the initiative, we will not do our mantra. If we do not do the initiative, we will not come to satsang. If we do not do the initiative, we are the ones who are driving the cars from all different countries to come to Strilki. Guru Kripa is there. Gurudev is here. His energy is here. The satsangs are here. Beautiful atmosphere is here. Our beautiful family is here. But the decision has to be ours, that we want to dedicate our time, our money to come here to spend time in satsanga, in the company of truth, in the company where there are people on the same page. There are different books in different shelves. In the library you go, there are 1,000 books. So in the world there are 1,000 different qualities of people, 1,000 different books there. In that, finally, there's one book called Yoga and Daily Life. In that book, there are many pages. So we are those pages. So at least we are in the same book. Then Gurudev tries to bring us to the same page. And when we are on the same page, then at least we are working on the same waves. That's why it's necessary to be surrounded by the people of truth, where there is satsang, where there is company of truth, because in kusanga we are in different books. They don't understand us, we don't understand them. But some books are bigger, thicker, they attract us more, because if we are bookworm, we like to read more books. So we want to experiment to go into those kusanga parts. And then we realize that this is not for us, because this is giving us temporary happiness, not permanent happiness. But when we come to satsanga, this is long-lasting happiness. This is some happiness which will last this 1 month or 1 week, or for me 1.5 to 2 months. I will remember the whole year. Same for you. You come here for 2 days, 1 week, 2 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, as many weeks, and that energy will still stay in you. So that is long-term happiness. Then we go back home, we still are on the spiritual path, we still are doing our mala, we still remember, do our bhajans, mala, kriya, listen to Gurudev, these all things. And in those aspects, it is long-term happiness. Then there are 2 types of dharma, Svadharma and Paradharma. Svadharma is the dharma to ourselves. What is dharma to ourselves? Love ourselves, accept ourselves, because only when we will love ourselves, we will be able to love others or anything around us. But how are we going to love ourselves? By accepting ourselves. I am the best version of myself. I am doing good. I am doing satsanga. I am not in kusanga. I have Guru Bhakti. I have my mala. And just know that he is Trikaldarshi. He sees everything. So even if we decide to do something wrong, he will find a way to stop us. Personal experience. If you try to do something, he will make sure that you either not do it, or you realize it, or if there is something you go over the board, he will make sure to stop you. So that part, don't worry. You do your dharma, you continue, you do not give up. Doesn't matter how dark the clouds are, giving up is not a solution in life. Get that straight in our heads, please. Giving up, not a solution. We think that everything is a mess in our life, everything is bad. Only solution is swaha. That is not the solution. Because what will happen with that? We talked about this half an hour, 20 minutes back. We will end up again in the same life or in a worse life. We will be in this circle of death and birth until we do not understand and accept it, that the only solution to be free from this cycle is spirituality, is dharma, is the path of righteousness. Because if we finish it and do swaha, we will come back and we will redo all of this. And when we do swaha and reborn, you don't know if you will find the same guru. And to find such a great Guru in our lives is the greatest achievement we can ever do. Actually, you didn't find him, he found all of us, but still, technically speaking, we do have him. And we should be very grateful that we have him in our lives, and that we are born in the same time span as he was. Because otherwise this cycle of death and birth would go on. I love one example of Swamiji. It was, you are born, then you are in mother's lap, then you go to the cradle, mother's lap, cradle, mother's lap, cradle. We grow up a bit, school, home, school, home, school, home. We grow up more, work, home, work, home, work, home. Finally, when we are done with work, we are getting old, we go into Vanaprasthashram, then what? No, before hospital. Pension, before hospital. Pension. But Swamiji, this part is which I love the most. Swamiji said, pension is not pension, pension is tension. Why is tension? Because all your money is going to hospitals. Then it's hospital, home, hospital, home. Then finally, death. Then we think we are done. No. Then it's life, birth, life, birth, life, birth again and again and again and again. So finally, to get liberated and free from this, this body might not be tired, but as we know, the Atma is Ajar Amar. That does not die. The body is like clothes which the Atma is changing. That Atma is tired. So not for this body, but at least for this Atma, free it. And how do we free it? By the grace of the Guru, by listening to Guru Vakya, by doing as he says, what he says. The greatest gift that we as disciples get from our Guru is the Guru Mantra and that bhakti which we hold within us. So coming back, Svadharma, dharma to ourselves by loving ourselves, because of that we can do Paradharma, dharma towards others, dharma towards humanity, dharma towards the nature, the atmosphere, everything else. The first is Svadharma. When we fulfill our dharma to ourselves, when we accept ourselves as we are, when we are okay with things as they are, when we do not jump every time and say we want more and more and more and more, then finally, hopefully, we can manage to do Paradharma, which Gurudev is doing whole his life. Svadharma is going on inside, but he's doing Paradharma, freeing all of us, liberating all of us, helping all of us. And for that, we don't need to come to Gurudev and ask him, Gurudev, I have this problem, solve this, solve that. He is always working with each and every one of us. We might think that it's not possible, but it is. We all have experienced it, we all have seen it, how life has changed by being in the grace of Gurudev, how many things he has fixed for us, how many problems he has solved for us. Knowingly or unknowingly, we might think that it is us who is fixing it, but in the back there is a certain push, something which is happening in the background which we do not feel. And in the modern times we say, do what makes you happy, but Dharma says, do what is righteous, what is the right path. Maybe that will not make us happy, but that is the right thing, which eventually will end up being the right thing. So when we follow Dharma, we follow happiness, it will automatically come. But for doing Dharma, we need Viveka. For needing Viveka, we need a Guru. So everything circles back to Guru Tattva. And the greatest bond which we can have is the bond between the Guru and the disciple. Ja bhakte va bhagavane. Where there is bhaktas, there is God. How do we become bhaktas? Again, with the grace of Guru. So everything is cycling back to the same thing. Guru is necessary to achieve a certain aspect in our life, to move on, to progress, to do anything. We need that tattva. Gurudev has lit that fire inside of each and every one of us. that the deep is lit inside of us. But the oil we are pouring, what is the oil? Our mantra, our bhakti, our seva. Now there was a question which I was reading about selfless seva. How can we do selfless seva? Again, coming back to what we spoke about, when we accept things as they are and we calm our thoughts, then will come the progress where we will remove the kama, krodha, mada, lobha, ahankar. And when that is removed, then we do seva, and that seva is selfless seva. Anything that we do, it should not be done that we are doing it because to brag to people, or we're not doing it to show people. The seva which is done without anyone knowing is the best seva, because that is selfless seva. If we go specially to cut the lawn when we know, okay, now it's 10:30, now Gurudev will be walking out of his house, coming to the hall, then suddenly we start plugging the grass, or we start picking the rocks, or doing something, that is not selfless seva, because that we are doing to impress him. Why are we trying to impress him? Because we think that because of impressing him, he will give us more attention. Doesn't work like that. We don't need to show him what we are doing for him to love us more. It's not that we all are higher, lower. He loves all of us equally. He loves each and every one individual one of us in the way as he loves himself. And the greatest spot that we can get is not the graveyard, it's not the fire, it's not the place where we die, it's not our home, but it's in someone's heart. And if Gurudev said that you all are residing in my heart, then what does that mean? We have achieved the best place to be, which is his heart, where we all are. What do? We also give the best place, which is our heart. But to put someone in our heart is necessary. Bhava, devotion, love. When we have that love towards ourselves, we will have love towards others. When we have love towards others, we will be able to place him in our hearts. We all say, oh Gurudev, you are mine, you are in my heart, you are this, you are that. But then something messes up in our life. It's his fault because I joined yoga, that's why this happened. Or because I didn't listen to my friend and Swamiji told me to do this, and then this happened and that happened. Yes, maybe some things will not happen the way you expected it to happen. But if you would continue and Swamiji wouldn't stop you, maybe something much worse would happen. So maybe he actually protected you from something much worse. Coming back to the story. We go back to Nepal. Swamiji told that person, sit. He said, no, I need to go. Then the third time, that's how we ended up in Khud Ki Kripa. So third time Swamiji said, go, what should he do? But even in the third time, at least he managed to delay the process, because when he's a guru, he can do things, he is protecting us. We are in that bubble where nothing can penetrate that bubble. So if the effect is going, I remembered another story. So this one first, let's finish this one. So in this one, he told that this is a true story. So in this one, he said, okay, go. So as he was a very high-ranking officer, there were many enemies of his. So while driving back, still he didn't listen. If he would wait, if he would stay longer, maybe this incident wouldn't ever happen. But because he didn't listen and he did go, but still that protective bubble was there. His car was shot from every angle possible. The bullets came through the windows, through everywhere. But the only thing that he had was one bullet hole through his shirt, which didn't even scratch him. The whole car, tires, glass, gone. But he was just, there was a hole in his sleeve. That's it. So yes, he will still protect you, even if his bhakta decides to leave him, even if we decide that no, it's all messed up, I'm not going to stay anymore, this is a living hell for us, but maybe it is not, it's a living heaven for us, but our mind, because it is a monkey mind and because our thoughts are so crazy enough, it will say this is hell. My kusanga life where I'll be drinking with friends and enjoying my life, that is much better. But even then, if once he accepts us as his disciple, he will be there to protect us. The bond which we talked yesterday, Raksha Bandhan, the bond of protecting, not between only siblings, not between spiritual brothers and sisters, but that bond is also between the Guru and disciple. Sometimes he might shout at us, sometimes he might shoo us off, sometimes he say, go, get lost, whatever. Doesn't matter. He still loves us. If you love your child and your child is naughty and he or she disappears from home, or doesn't matter, still you are concerned about that child, you don't disown that child. In the same way, it doesn't matter what we do to him, he will never do anything bad to us. So even if he didn't listen, didn't stay there for a longer period of time, which would maybe avoid that incident ever happening, he still protected him. So in the same way, we all have these type of experiences. But it is up to us what we choose or what we don't choose. But if we fully surrender, if we fully say, Gurudev, I am yours, you are mine, finito, nothing else we need. He will protect us, he will guide us, he will show us the right path, but we need to do the effort. He will protect us, he will help us in every way. I will sleep in my room and do absolutely nothing and everything will function. No. That's where comes personal dharma. Do your dharma, do not worry about the phal. Krishna said, karma karte raho, phal ki chinta mat karo. Do your karmas, do your dharma. Do not worry about the result. The result will be good. The result will be as it is. Don't worry about that. That leave in his hands. Good or bad, don't give up. Because most of the time what will happen in our head is some chemical reaction is getting some short circuit in our brain. What do? Something bad comes, no, something good comes in our life. Instead of enjoying that moment of goodness or the moment of happiness, what will our head make us? This is good, but. There's always a but. Why is there always a but? Doesn't matter. This is good, but I know that this will be gone and this will happen after this and this will happen after that. We don't even know what will happen, but our mind will make sure that we get crazy enough in our heads that it will make us believe that something bad will happen. So instead of thinking about something which is absolutely not relevant, which does not exist, at least for that moment, and maybe will not even exist because most of the time we are manifesting our own thoughts. When we go to sleep, if we are thinking, that's what I love to do, you all can try it. I found out after 10 years of me non-knowingly doing it, found out that this is basically some stage of yoga nidra. But basically what I do is, before I go to sleep, I think about whatever I want to think about. And sometimes I manage also not to think about absolutely nothing. That's peaceful sleep. But that's later. First we come to the part where we think about something. We think about something nice, whatever we want. Then we fall asleep to that thought. That thought becomes a dream. Then it's basically showing and proving that we are actually manifesting what we want. If we are going to sleep and we have a certain thought in our mind and that thought is cycling while we fall asleep, and then we are dreaming about that, and then comes the part which I unknowingly was doing for a quite long time, was that if I woke up, I usually don't wake up, but if I do wake up and go to the toilet and come back, I could restart the dream from wherever it ended. Or if I didn't like the story, we can change the story anywhere best. So same way life. If we are thinking about something that is not even there, we might manifest it because subconsciously it is there in our mindset, and that will make it a reality. So if we want bad things to happen, we think about bad things and eventually it will happen, because it is in our subconscious mind, and subconsciously we are thinking about it constantly in the background, and that becomes a conscious doing which we might not want to do, but it will happen because we were so much into it. That's why we don't tap into thoughts. If we don't tap into thoughts, none of this will happen. Where were we? No, before the story I was somewhere else. I was talking about yeah, before the story I was somewhere else, but doesn't matter. Okay, you're going? Another one? Može? Acha, you want to choose. Okay, choose. So, yeah, negativity and positivity. As prosim. How do you say welcome? Gekuim, and then comes what? Prosim? Yes, prosim. Good. So, we will manifest what we want. Yeah, good things and bad things. True. So, when we think that something bad will happen, being in the present we were talking about. So, we are now here, we are in satsang, but we are thinking about something else. What will happen, what is not surely going to happen, but we are thinking about it. So instead of thinking of something which we don't know, because the past happened, if we go in the past, either we go into regret mode, that why in the world did I even do this? What will regret bring? Sadness. What does sadness bring? Depression. What does depression bring? Us being low, which we don't need to be. If we don't go in the regret mode, then we have another option. We learn from our mistakes and not repeat it. That's one thing you can do, but best is if we don't even think about anything on the past, because that happened, we can't change it, no sense of going back to it. Future, we don't know, but we want to know it, but we don't know it. And it's better not to know it, but yes, we still want to know it, and we go into the future. We think about scenarios which never existed, but we are making it exist because we are thinking about it. Let him deal with that. Why do we want to make our mind completely future, past, present, confusion, mixture of absolutely all three aspects of life? Let the future be in the future. What will come will happen good. Why? Because we have Gurudev who is protecting us, who is guiding us. Past, gone, forget about it. Be now in the present. After satsang, you will go to sleep. Tomorrow, new day. Do we even know if we will wake up tomorrow? No. So, let's be in peace whenever it's possible. Ashram is giving us the outer peace. Our homes, wherever there is dharma, wherever there is positive energies, is giving us outer peace. Now what is missing is inner peace. Inner peace we will get by the grace of Guru, but he already gave us the tools. Mala, Kriya, Asanas, Pranayam, Anushthan, Satsangs, Bhajans, Kirtans, all these things are bringing us inner peace. Let those things pass by, let the thoughts pass by, let the clouds go. Yeah, we were at good and we were at the part where we were. I again forgot it. I've remembered it for a millisecond. Okay. Brain not functioning. Very good. Yeah, let it go. Let the thoughts go. Exactly. Not tapping into it. But it was funny how it just came for 1 millisecond. But okay. Good. हमें है काम सत्संग से जगत बके तो बकने दे हमें है काम सत्संग से जगत बके तो बकने दे हमें है काम सत्संग से जगत बके तो बकने दे पिता और माता ये भाई दान होल माल लोकन का पिता और माता ये भाई दान होल माल लोकन का
Niranjana dhyana karanase agaramite tomitanere. Niranjana dhyana karanase agaramite tomitanere. Ame kama satsanga se jagata bhake tobakanere. Ame kama satsanga se jagata bhake tobakanere. Rahu guru sharaname jake mite sababanda chorasi. Rahu guru sharaname jake mite sababanda chorasi. Loka karmo ke bogo me agara dube todo banade. Loka karmo ke bogo me agara dube todo banade. Ame kama satsanga se jagata bhake tobakanere. Ame kama satsanga se jagata bhake tobakanere. Guru ke asha gane ki lagi chame mere. Guru ke asha gane ki lagi chame mere. Ye moha jala ki basi agara chute to chutana de. Ye moha jala ki basi agara chute to chutana de. Ame kama satsanga se jagata bhake tobakanere. Ame kama satsanga se jagata bhake tobakanere. Japo ap japa soham ka karo kaliyana me apna. Japo ap japa soham ka karo kaliyana me apna. Bandi sir baba ki gatri agara mule to kulanere. Bandi sir baba ki gatri agara mule to kulanere. Ame kama satsanga se jagata bhake tobakanere. Ame kama satsanga se jagata bhake tobakanere. Sayab Shirideva Puri Sapura Nijananda Ji Milenura. Sayab Shirideva Puri Sapura Nijananda Ji Milenura. Sharana Mehdi Praeteri agara mile to milanene. Sharana Mehdi Praeteri agara mile to milanene. Ame kama satsanga se jagata bhake tobakanere. 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 Sridip Narayam Bhagavan ki Sri Deveshwar Mahadeva ki
I know what happened. You know, it flows. So Swamiji said, time for going to sleep, it's 9 o'clock. One more bhajan.
Because Avatar Puri was so nicely speaking about dharma, we can sing Shri Dharma Sanatana. Mahaprabhuji has come to restore the dharma. Sridip Narayam Bhagavan ki jai. Shri Dharma Sanatana Palana Karana Guru Narayana Aye. Shri Dharma Sanatana Palana Karana Guru Narayana Aye. Satloka se aap padare, Satloka se aap padare, Surati ka gyana uchare, Prabhu Surati ka gyana uchare, Shri Dharma Sanatana Palana Sanatana Palana Karana Guru Narayana Aye. Pratibodha diye nija chetanaka, Pratibodha diye nija chetanaka, Jab bharama agyana nivaraye, Jab bharama agyana nivaraye, Shri Dharma Sanatana Palana Karana Guru Narayana Aye. Shri Dharma Sanatana Palana Karana Guru Narayana Aye. Nija Rupa dikaye apna hi, Nija Rupa dikaye apna hi, Tab aur agyana nivara hai, Tab aur agyana nivara hai, Shri Dharma Sanatana Palana Karana Guru Narayana Aye. Shri Dharma Sanatana Palana Karana Guru Narayana Aye. Kukarma ka bandhana thor diya, Kukarma ka bandhana thor diya, O Shuddha Swarup hamara hai, O Shuddha Swarup hamara hai, Shri Dharma Sanatana Palana Karana Guru Narayana Aye. Shri Dharma Sanatana Palana Karana Guru Narayana Aye. Ava Sindhu se para utaya diya, Ava Sindhu se para utaya diya, Mahakashta Jagat se thala diya, Mahakashta Jagat Diya Shri Dharma Sanatana Palana Karana Guru Narayana Aye Shri Dharma Sanatana Palana Karana Guru Narayana Aye Tabatana Mana Ora Paravara Diya Tabatana Mana Un Paravara Diya Sab Kaj Amara Sara Sab Kaj Amara Sara Shri Dharma Sanatana Palana Karana Guru Narayana Aye Shri Dharma Sanatana Palana Karana Guru Narayana Aye Guru Narayana Aye Prabhu Guru Narayana Aye Prabhu Guru Narayana Aye O Prabhu Guru Narayana Aye Shri Dharma Sanatana Palana Karana Guru Narayana Aye Shri Dharma Sanatana Palana Karana Guru Narayana Aye Naratana Dhara Sanatani Naratana Dhara Sanatani Guru Ishvara Guna Gana He Guru Ishvara Guna Gana Shri Dharma Sanatana Palana Karana Guru Narayana Aye Shri Dharma Sanatana Palana Karana Guru Narayana Aye Shri Jagadguru Sannyasi Swami Shri Jagadguru Sannyasi Swami Shri Diva Dayal Hamara O Prabhu Diva Dayal Hamara Shri Dharma Sanatana Palana Karana Guru Narayana Aye Shri Dharma Sanatana Palana Karana Guru Narayana Aye Prabhu Guru Narayana Aye Prabhu Guru Narayana Aye Prabhu Guru Narayana Aye Prabhu Guru Narayana Aye Shri Dharma Sanatana Palana Karana Guru Narayana Aye Shri Dharma Sanatana Palana Karana Guru Narayana Aye Shivananda Puri Paranama He Shivananda Puri Paranama Nama Nijananda Jana O Prabhu Nama Nijananda Jana Shri Dharma Sanatana Palana Karana Pandit Narayam Bhagavan ki jai, Shri Swami Shivananji Maharaj ki jai, Sri Alak Puri Ji Siddha Peeth Parampara ki jai.
Sorry if it was too much confusion today, but I think it all led to the same thing, Guru Bhakti, so that's what we need. You know, in the electricity there voltage, so today I think the voltage was slightly too high, you know. So, Yudhishthir has birthday, 76 years old. I didn't say Swami Yudhishthir because I still didn't know if it was this one or another one, because you know we have many. So Swami Yudhishthir Ji Maharaj ki jai ho, happy birthday. Hari Om sir. Sweet. Sweet Arjun, he has 16 years. Happy birthday, Sretan Rojandan. And Noah Naidu, I don't know if I'm spelling the name correctly, from Spain has birthday. He's 4 years old. I don't think he's here, not here. Anyone can come instead of... Now our dear Vasantananji Maharaj will come.
Hari Om. Yeah. Hari Om, Hari Om. Ne, nezbláznil jsem se, nepotřebuju 2 mikrofony. Ne, nerozjíždíme reklamní kampaň na Bila Hojte v Mahaprabhudeepa Ashramu.
Give the advertisement for the Mahaprabhudeepa Ashram.
Jenom bychom chtěli někomu poděkovat.
We just want to thank someone.
Chcielibyśmy komuś podziękować.
Na začátku semináře tady Bhaktigyánand měl krásný patetický projev, v kterém oznámil, že zařídil největšího experta, vlastně toho nejlepšího z nejlepších, kterého přivede tady do ashramu a který to tady všechno vyřeší.
Bhaktigyánand powiedział, że przywiezie kogoś do ashramu, kto tutaj najlepiej wszystko zrobi i wybuduje i naprawi.
Tak.
He speaks only Polish. Halo? Ty slyšíte? Aha, dobře. Hari Om, aha, dobře. Takže Hari Om, všechny vás Hari Om, I welcome you all and I want to thank you, Bhaktigyánand. He was saying that he would bring really great bhakta and it really came true.
Aha.
Nebyla jsem ready.
That doesn't sound like it as a translation. So, Bhaktigyánand promised that he will bring somebody who is really highest expert and really the person who will save here everything.
I love today's satsang because none of us are making any sense. But this is the best, you know. Today we are in Paramananda. We are in ultimate happiness. We all are laughing, jolly.
Myslím si, že dneska nic nemá smysl. Všichni se tak smějeme a Máme
Ale
všichni
my jsme
radost.
si říkali, že to může být jedině Superman.
Takže myśmy mówili, że to może być tylko Superman, który tu przyjedzie.
So we were thinking it could
koukali
be
na-
only superhero.
Okay. So we were watching the sky if Superman is coming.
Także patrzyliśmy w niebo, czy ten Superman przylatuje, czy nie.
Takže jsme se divili na oblohu, jestli
Because-
ten Superman přijde nebo ne.
Because Superman is not coming by airplanes. He's just doing this and flying wherever he
Bo
wants.
Superman nie przylatuje samolotem, tylko po prostu wyciąga rękę i leci.
Protože Superman,
Superman
nepřiletí letadlem,
neletá
ale,
airlinkama, ten prostě jenom zvedne tu
on
ruku.
nemá žádné linky, ale
Tylko
prostě
podniesie
zvedne ruku a
rękę
letí.
i leci.
Ale Supermana jsme se nedočkali,
Także niestety nie przyleciał
We
Superman.
actually didn't get the superhero,
ale zastavilo tady auto, z kterého vystoupil náš dobře známý Piotr
Ale
Prakáš.
przyjechał samochód, z którego wysiadł nasz Piotrek,
but
Prakash.
one car stopped by and it brought the person we all know, Prakash.
A my jsme se znali, protože ho dobře známe, že to je skutečně na úrovni toho Supermana.
Ale my dobrze wiedzieliśmy, że on jest na tym poziomie Supermana.
And we all know very well that he is actually like a superhero.
A také nás zachránil tím, že vlastně celou tu věž nádherně omítnul. Ten výsledek můžete vidět skrz to lešení.
Także obronił nas i całą tą wieżę tutaj ładnie naprawił i zrobił nową wieżę.
So actually he really made this tower new, he renewed.
A za ty 4 týdny, co to dělal, tak bylo šílený vedro, byla šílená zima, lilo jako z konve, foukal vítr a on pořád byl na tom lešení a pořád dělal, dokud to nedodělal.
Także w czasie całego tego czasu, kiedy tutaj to naprawiał, była szalona pogoda, raz było słońce, raz padało, raz był wiatr, a on cały czas tam siedział i to naprawiał.
So even though it was really bad weather conditions, sometimes was really hot, sometimes really cold, sometimes was really strong wind or it was raining, but he was still there and he was still working.
Takže bychom mu opravdu z celého srdce, celého ášramu a dovoluji si říct i ze srdce Mahaprabhujiho chtěli poděkovat.
Także chcielibyśmy mu z całego serca i z naszego całego ashramu, również w imieniu Mahaprabhujiego i Swamijiego podziękować.
So
Okay,
actually
maybe-
from the full heart of all of us, from the whole ashram and also from the Mahaprabhuji's heart, we would really want to thank him.
A chtěli bychom poprosit Swamiho Avatar Puri Jiho, jestli by požehnal ne Bilu,
I chcielibyśmy poprosić, aby Swami
obsah
Avatar Puri
té tašky.
And we would really want to ask Swami Avatar Puri so that he can bless not the Bila company but the content of the bag for Piotr, for Prakash.
Dziękujemy bardzo.
Thank you very much.
A ještě jsou tady 2 jeho pomocníci z řad našich mladých.
So you have 2 more helpers from our youngsters.
A já si musím otevřít tahák, pardon.
And I have to open my notes.
A Santoshanand Gábor a Mokshanand Marcel, jestli by mohli také vystoupit z anonymity.
So those 2, if you can come out from the anonymous state and come here.
A také tito kluci mají nesmrtelné zásluhy na tom, že celý ten projekt rekonstrukce věže dopadl dobře.
And actually also these two guys, they really helped to build this whole tower.
Děkuji za tu podporu a za ten potlesk. Hariom.
Thank you for the support and for the applause, Hariom.
Ajay, you want to do something? After many days, I'm full of energy. I just hope that tomorrow morning I'm also at 4:30 in the morning.
Až po několika dnech jsem plný energie. Doufám, že tak bude pokračovat.
Pranam everybody. So, yes, these two boys from youth camp, they are really exceptional. They are great devotees and they've been really working very hard. They give good example to other youths. So I'm looking forward for more great, hardworking people like them. And really, Piotr, as Swamiji called him Prakashji, is for me living legend because, you know, you've been in Jordan and Swamiji asked us, Hanuman and me, if we can help to finish the things there about 6-7 years ago, and our company. So he was that time our employee and many others. So I try find some way to go there. And really he came there with more people, and you see this big arm and small arm, all these rooms which you see tiled. This was by Peter. This was hundreds of meters, really. You know, this first floor, second floor on big arm, and as well on small arm. These apartments, this is everything Prakashji work. And anytime Swamiji saw him, he always was so happy and always invite him for dinner and everything, and always ask him, come, and you know, it was really great to see. So he's really great, and he's very humble, and I love him very much, and I think he will come again soon to help some other work, so hopefully, yeah. So thank you very much, and please big applause for him. Hey!
And it doesn't matter, hey, Bhaktavat. And it doesn't matter how many times I wouldn't say dislike, but sometimes his actions are slightly somewhere else. But I love him, and he's a good guy. And thank you to Bhaktiganand for motivating the youngsters and for motivating the Karma Yogis and for bringing the bhajan team and the Zoom prayers for Vishwagurji's health. So he's also doing a lot. So thank you to him also.
Thank you.
Those of you in the front, please stay seated. Those of you in the back may or may not stand up to you. Enjoy the prayer, feel the prayer fully, full of energy, sing it out loud, clap, whatever you want. ओम शलकपुर जी महादेव की जय। देवादि देव देवेश्वर महादेव की जय। श्रीदीप नारायण भगवान की जय। हिंदू धर्म सम्राट परमहंस स्वामी श्री माधवानंद पुरी जी सद्गुरुदेव भगवान की जय। विश्व गुरु महामंडलेश्वर परमहंस स्वामी श्री महेश्वरानंद पुरी जी गुरुदेव की जय। ओम जय गुरुदेव निरंजनादीनानालिप्तकारी ओ स्वामी
हितकारी जय जय चल परमुरार जय जय खंड परमुरार भवबंधनारि हरि ओम जय 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 गुरुदेव देवी देवताय सब गुरु मूर्ति स्वामी गुरु मूर्ति धारी कारय वेद पुराण कारय संत सुजाना गुरु महिमा भारी हरि ओम जय 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 गुरुदेव दान हवन तप हरि ओम जय 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 गुरुदेव मोमाया संसार बढ़ाए भव सागर भारी ओ स्वामी भव सागर भारी सत्संग जय चला कर सत्संग Pada
गुरुदेवा पुरीशा दयालं निजानन्दयानन्दमयाख्यानं शरीरं मयखण्डं हरिरूपजासे अतीतं मनामि अगं नजोन्यपारलिप्तं स्वरूपं सुषुप्तं सदा योगिजक्तं नमो सर्वव्यापी गुणातीत देव प्रभुदीपादिजो सदा चरणसेवा विघ्नहरणं मङ्गलकरणं धरणपरसपरपात् पार्वती नन्दन नमो श्रीदीप जय जय देव दयाल शिवा कर्ण सुमंगलमूल श्रीदीप ज्ञान वैराग्यमता सदा रहो अनुकूल बंधो शरण गुरुदेव जय श्रीदेव पुरुष सुखदाय योग युगति जय समृद्धि प्रभु जानि बालुराय निमिर गए अमृत तरवरी भाई ज्ञानो जिया श्रीदीप प्रभु शकवी नदी सुनशो नमो नमो गुरुदेव जी कोटि कोटि प्रणाम पलका पलका प्रभु विनती सुख सागर निजनम नाम लिया सब परे आनंद उदय पार आप सतगुरु में शिष्य हो आप प्राणनाथ परमहंस गुरुदेव जी तीन लोक के देव सुर नर मुनि सब संत जना नित्योतकर्तम से सद्गुरु समदाता नहीं सब जग मंगलहार क्या राजा क्या बादशाह सभी खड़ा रहता राम कृष्ण से कौन बड़े उसने भी गुरु की तीन लोक के नाथ है सतगुरु के आदि सतगुरु पूर्ण ब्रह्म है जो वे सुर नरवाट नौग्रानी जाने नहीं युग युग रहेगा यह धन विष की मेलड़ी गुरु अमृत की खान शीश दिए सतगुरु मिले तो भी सस्ता जन गुरु मूर्ति मुख चंद्रमा सेवक ने न चकोर अष्टपहर निरखत रहो गुरु शरण कमल की ओर ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः गुरुमूर्ति पूजामूलं गुरुपदं मन्त्रमूलं गुरुर्वाक्यं मोक्षमूलं गुरुकृपा ॐ दीप्ज्योति परब्रह्म दीपं सर्वे मोहनं दीपनं सजते सर्वं सन्ध्या दीपं सर्वं सत्यम् ॐ नमो प्रभुदीप विनाशी आपि ब्रह्म आपि विष्णु आपो कैलास्यवासी आपो नारद आपो शारद आपो शुक्रासी आपो ध्यानी आपो ज्ञानी आपो योग प्रकाशी आपो देव देवी आपो शुद्ध प्रकाशी आपो ब्रह्म निर्वाणी आपो चौर्य वासी आपो वेदों के ज्ञाता आपो भक्तुर्वासी आपो सतनाम के दाता आपो निस्वरूप के ज्ञाता ओम नमो प्रभुदीप नमः ब्रह्मानंद गुरुवासी ओम शलपुर जी महादेव की जय हो देवादिदेव देवेश्वर महादेव की जय हो श्रीदीप नारायण भगवान की जय हिंदू धर्म सम्राट परमानंद स्वामी श्री माधवानंदपुरी जी सद्गुरुदेव भगवान की जय विश्व गुरु महामंडलेश्वर परमानंद स्वामी श्री महेश्वरानंदपुरी जी गुरुदेव की जय आज के आनंद की जय सब संत श्री महात्माओं की जय माता पिता गुरुदेव की जय सब संत श्री महात्माओं की जय आप सब भक्तों की जय हर नमः पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेव शंभो
स्वामी अवतार पुरी जी महाराज की जय हो।
Children and youth can come for prasad, and rest of you will get prasad there because we are many and it's late, and 4:30 we have to be here. No, actually, yeah, 4:30 we start. That means I have to be here already at 4.